So so yesterday was shot day, but before I took my shot, I was already not feeling well. I was already like super, yes, I was tired, but I was also like really drained. Like I had no energy. I was having a hard time getting out of bed. So I assumed it was because I have been under eating since I've been home. Um, I've said it once, I'll say it a million times because new people always come in. But with not having a kitchen since being back from Europe, it's been pretty hard to get enough food. And so I've just been resorting to like eating out once a day. So for the, and then like some snacking. So for the most part, I've been unintentionally, or I guess it's still my choice. I've been doing OMAD without really wanting to do OMAD. And not even like effectively because I'll still have other types of calories throughout the day, whether I'm sipping on a coffee or I'm having some tea or I'm having a snack. So I've been feeling like crap all week and I just assumed it was because of the under eating. Now, I did a live stream yesterday where I talked about possibly like the thought of skipping my dose because I felt so horrible. And I just knew, I just knew once I took my injection, I was going to feel worse. Why? Because tirzepatide controls your blood sugar. So if it was the eating, I was going to feel worse, right? Like you don't eat and then you take a blood sugar medication, you're going to feel worse. And I don't test my blood sugar, which I will start doing. I forget what the little blood test glucose monitor. I'll not a monitor tester, the testing strips. I had one before because I used to do it all the time when I was on keto. And I saw it when I was packing up my apartment. And I can't remember if I kept it or not. I'm pretty sure I did keep it because those things are like it's the strips and stuff are not cheap. So I saw the ketone strips, the glucose strips, and the monitor. So I'm hoping I kept it, but I just be throwing stuff out. So I will start monitoring my blood sugar. But anyway, so we did the live stream. I decided not to skip my dose, and I felt absolutely horrible. I had taken my shot before the stream, so I was for the most part doing okay on the stream. But I felt horrible after I took my shot. Like I felt horrible for the rest of the day. I was really having a hard time getting through work, and I work in the evening. I work from early afternoon or late afternoon, mid afternoon. I don't know, 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. So I work pretty late. But I felt like crap. I felt like crap all day, and it got to the point of like frustration. Like I was almost on the verge of tears when I did that members only post. I'm like, okay, I need help. I need help. Somebody help me. So I posted for the members just talking about how fatigued I was, and they gave me some ideas, which since I've been through this before, I should know what to do, but the brain fog has just been so bad that I'm like, what did I used to do? Like I can't even remember other than like making sure I was eating. So I did eat. I did eat one meal. So I'm not saying that was necessarily enough, but I did feel a little bit better after I ate. And I was drinking water like a crazy person yesterday. So I did eat and I was hydrating, but I still felt like crap. Or if I did feel better, it would be very short lived. Good morning, Delilah. So it got really bad last night. It got so bad. It got so bad. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like it was like 9, 10 p.m. I'm like, I still have 3 hours to get through with work. I couldn't even sit at it's not my desk, a table they have. I couldn't even sit up for work anymore. I had to go lay down and finish my work from bed. So I did the post in the community for members, and they gave me a couple ideas. So thank you to Sydney and Jen for responding. But what I ended up doing after y'all sent your comments, I'm like, you know what? I gotta do something. I thought maybe it's the salt. So I got my electrolytes. I drank that. I took a magnesium supplement that I hadn't taken in a very long time. I have not been taking any supplements lately. I've been really lazy about that. So I grabbed the electrolytes in the water. I took 2 of the magnesium capsules and I took a multivitamin. I was just taking everything at once. Like, please, something works, something help. Just get me through these last few hours of work. And I felt a little bit better. Again, like I'll do something, I'll feel a little bit better. And then like as time passes, it's like, nope, flop. So that was enough to get me through the rest of the night. And I'm going to start taking the magnesium and the multivitamin every single day like I'm supposed to. And I'll drink my electrolytes every day until I start feeling better. But I woke up this morning not feeling great. Now I have a headache. I didn't have a headache before, but now I have one. So it's like the symptoms aren't necessarily, I don't know if they're necessarily getting worse or new things are coming up. Because when we talked about this yesterday on a live stream, I didn't have a headache. Headaches weren't one of my symptoms. I'm not dizzy, but I do have a headache. And on top of all of that, my cycle started. Now, I don't know who else has experienced this, but I can't get a regular cycle since being on tirzepatide saved my life. Like, my monthly comes when it wants to come. It comes and it goes, but I don't know when it's going to be back. Like, I know it's going to be back the next month. I just can't tell which day. Like, what's today? The 19th? I wasn't expecting. It was so irregular that I had stopped tracking, but since house sitting, it was catching me off guard so often that I was just like, let me at least try to get back to tracking it. So last month, I got it on the 23rd. So I was expecting that this month. Don't know why. And typically I get a very advanced warning. Typically I get a very advanced warning when it's about to start. So I would get severe cramping 2 to 3 days. No, I'll say a day or two, not 2 to 3 days, a day or two before I even see any signs of my cycle starting. I will be crippled over in pain and cramps. But for some reason, since I've crossed over the 50-pound mark, that hasn't been happening. So I don't know my cycle is here until the day of. I have no warnings. I have no symptoms. I have no nothing. Typically, the PMS is really, really bad too. Like I would overeat and things like that. I haven't been experiencing that. It just shows up one day and it's never the same day as the last month. So now I feel kind of crappy because of that, because I do have the cramps. So I took some ibuprofen for that. Hopefully that'll kick in during the stream. But I said all of that. Oh, thanks to the depot, no period. Oh, did I miss anybody for good morning? Good morning. Maybe COVID? No, I'm not sick like that. Like when I'm that type of sick, like flu symptom sick, I wouldn't be able to come on here. I wouldn't be able to go to work. I wouldn't be able to do anything. Like, I never tested positive for COVID, but I'm pretty sure I've had it before. But so that to say, I get flu sick, but never been diagnosed with flu, but flu symptoms. Put it to you like this. I get really bad common colds. This I know from when I was a kid. When I get the common cold, it ain't common. Like the symptoms are those of the flu. Like I can't function when I get the common cold. So I don't just get the normal like runny nose and a cough. I get sensitivity to light. I lose my appetite completely. Lethargic, you know what I mean? Body aches, all of that. So, and the reason I never call it the flu is because it started when I was a kid. They diagnosed it as the common cold, gave me some Sudafed, and it's been happening every year since. I'll never forget it. Like it started in I was in the 7th grade. It was the same year as swine flu, ironically enough. It was the same year as swine flu. I got so sick that I was out of school. They did not say I had swine flu. They said I had a cold. But I swear for God, every single year, once a year, I get the exact same symptoms and I'm done for about a week out of the year. So no, I don't think it's COVID. I'm telling you, this feels the way it was on my 5 milligram. Like I was useless to the world. Maybe I should review the video where I talked about it. Useless to the world. Postmenopause. Yeah, flu sick, fatigue. Hey, Michelle. Good morning, y'all. You never heard of the menstrual issues? I have in the support groups. I have. Some people have talked about missing it. Some people have talked about obviously getting pregnant. Some people have talked about it starting and not stopping. Irregularity. People have talked about it, but nobody really has any answers for it. And I don't know if I've ever talked about this in one of my videos. I might have mentioned it in one of the videos that were about a different topic when I was doing pre-recorded videos. But ever since starting Compound, I've been irregular. I can't narrow down a day to save my life. Um okay, I said that to say, oh, okay, so you were talking about with COVID, it doesn't have to be flu symptoms, maybe just fatigue. Um could be, but I don't think so. If I don't start to feel better, then I'll just go ahead and take a COVID test to be sure, but I don't think so. Um because when it's a I don't want to say a bug, but like when it's something like bacterial or viral, I can't function. I can't function. I cannot function. This has to do with either, if I had to guess, it has to do with either my eating or it has to do with my shot or both. Um, I don't know. It could be the batch of Zepbound that I got. Like, I took the first vial of the new box when I got home. It could be that. Like, I don't know. But either way, I said that to say I feel like shite. I feel really, really fucked up. Um, so I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I'm tired of pushing my streams back because there's so many streams I didn't get to do before Europe that I'm trying to get caught up on them now. And now that I have them scheduled, I don't want to reschedule them. I need to get these streams out of the way so that I can move on and probably be on a schedule of like maybe going live twice a week instead of 5 days a week. So we're gonna get through them. Yeah, thank you, Tanya. Felicia, I don't think it's Zep issue exactly, but mostly weight loss thing causing period issues. Oh, really? You think so? Huh? No, I felt fine. So I started a new box of Zepbound, same dose, 7.5 milligram when I got back from Europe. So I got back on Saturday, felt fine Saturday, felt fine Sunday. I took my shot Monday and I didn't immediately feel fatigue, but it's been like building up over the course of the week. And then I took my shot again yesterday and I've been I've been dead to the world. I am dead to the world. Like, I'm dead. I'm just comfortable coming on here because I know it's gonna be you guys and y'all are not gonna y'all know my energy. So if I'm a little bleh, like you'll understand. Um Regardless, up your vitamin C intake to help. Yes, oh fuck, god damn it. I left everything in South Carolina. I have emergency as well. I have emergency and it's in South Carolina. I've never taken like a pill form or capsule form of vitamin C. Have I? I'm a big fan of vitamin C too, but I only ever think of it when I'm common cold or flu-like sick. I never think of it when I just feel overwhelmingly fatigued. And I have some cramping right now. But anyway, so hopefully the ibuprofen kicks in. So I just wanted to go over that. I was actually pretty scared to step on the scale. Because I thought maybe my weight had been dropping this week because I wasn't eating enough, but it hasn't. It's been stable, so that's good. Well, okay, I did lose a little bit of weight, but I don't. We'll talk about that after I upload the video. Okay, so let's move on to what we were talking about yesterday before we get into house sitting. Earlier fat loss, especially rapid fat loss, can cause it. Hormones, even estrogen, is stored in our fat cells, and as it burns, it's released back into our bodies. Oh, your brain to release your eggs and start your. Oh, okay. I mean, okay. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I just now have to carry my little, pads, tampons, wipes. I have to carry my ibuprofen. Now I have to carry it with me at all times because I don't know when it's going to start. Whereas I would track it via my phone and I could typically know. But matter of fact, I can't. I'm using it as a mic. I'm using my iPhone as the mic. So as of today, I was just like, man, what the fuck? I had no warning. So I'm gonna start tracking again, and even if it's irregular, I'll keep tracking.